Я пришла на конференцию. И увижу сегодня Мишу Коллинза, Алекса и других. Класс. Будет классный день. Вот такую очередь мне пришлось отстоять. Сразу после нее началась фотосессия с Мишей и Джеком. Вот, кстати, у женщины очень прикольная идея. Ей 60 лет исполнилось, и вот она... Очень прикольная идея. Так вот, я достала телефон, я начала снимать, и потом ко мне подошли и сказали, что запрещено, снимать нельзя. Ну вот что-то удалось заснять. Я купила вот такую вот футболку. Тут написано еще Friends. Вот такая футболочка, размер M-очка. И вот такой вот сюрприз-бокс, мистери-бокс. Supernatural. Сейчас посмотрим, что там. Он стоил 20 евро, так что, в принципе, можно себя побаловать. Что там? Так, первое, что там было, я думаю, что это чашка. Сейчас я его разберу, потому что вот такая вот чашка с импалой, один из сын. Класс. Дальше. Это шкатулочка такая. Сейчас открою. Просто обычная такая вот штучка. Дальше. Так, вот такой вот маленький шоу. Прикольно. Keep the muffins. Прикольный шопер, такой маленький. Потом вот такой вот. Я думаю, что это под чай, под чашку ставить. Вот как раз супер. Потом вот такая вот сладость с водой, чупа-чупс и зубы. Все, пусто. Ну что, на 20 евро хорошо. Чашка, шопер, конфетки. Класс, мне нравится. Вот сейчас мы вот сидим, ждем. Дверь закрыли, все тут на полах. Вот, я на ступеньках нашла место посидеть. Вот. Ну, сейчас, короче, есть фотосеты всякие с актерами, но я покупала только фотосессию с Мишей Коллинзом и Алексом, сыном демона сатаны. Вот. И, получается, у меня будет фотосессия ближе к обеду с Кастелем. То есть он будет в своем плаще, и я буду в своем плаще, и у меня еще есть прикольная задумка. Надеюсь, все получится. Получается, там я хочу фотку, там, где он держит вот этот ФБР, типа, но перевернутый. Я купила такой ФБР, в принципе, сейчас могу и показать. Так, сейчас. Давай. Ищись. Нет, не нашла сейчас. Так, вот такая вот штукенция. Открывайся. И вот такие вот документы. ФБР. Тут еще написано ФБР. Бейонсе. Вот, Миша Коллинз. Вот. И я хочу, чтобы он вот так вот держал, как в фильме. Что типа, и с него типа стебется Дин, и я буду в роли Дина. Ну, типа, что я стебу с него. Вот. Короче, почувствую себя частью сериала. Очень прикольно. Так что очень жду этого момента, но еще до обеда нужно подождать. И после той фотосессии, которая сейчас будет с актерами, они будут выходить на сцену, я тоже поснимаю что-то. Вот. И такие вот моменты. Очень классный день.
And then all you guys are multilingual. That's why we bring Sebastian around, just to make sure we don't look like total morons. Say it again? Yeah, they teach French in the States too, and we don't really speak French. I guess the Canadians do, though. I think, our Canadian representatives probably speak a little French. In fact, feel free to only speak French to Alex Calvert. I know he would appreciate that. Don't make a thing out of it and say that I told you so. And by the way, may I say, great outfit.
Thank you.
It looks awesome. Yes, a lot went into that. That's substantial. Nicely done. All right, what is your question?
So, actually I have two questions.
Okay.
So, the first is, there's a theory that every angel has an own color of wings.
Right.
What do you think Gabriel's wings, what color would they have?
Teal. That theory is based on nothing other than I like the color teal, but that's it. What color do you think they are? Am I looking at them? Yeah, nice. Very cool. And what did you base that on?
Actually I think he's like kind of shiny, so he needs a shiny color.
Yes, I agree. You're not wrong. I probably am wrong. Those look great. Nicely done.
And the second is, there's also a theory that the archangels helped God to create animals.
Okay.
What do you think what animal he created?
The platypus.
Also my theory.
Yeah, it just seems like, why the hell wouldn't he have? Like that's...
Piss of God.
Yeah, it just seems like he slapped together a bunch of features on an animal and shoved it out there. So yeah, that's fine. And he even put puss in the title. I feel like it's definitely platypus. So you thought platypus too?
Yes.
There we go. Great minds think alike. Thank you for your questions. And again, thank you for the costume. It's awesome. And now, I was wondering how you're going to get out of that, so you can turn sideways. All right, young lady. You.
What's your favorite character besides yourself?
Say it again.
Yeah.
Can you repeat it?
Who's your favorite character besides yourself?
Who's my favorite director? Character, okay. Who's my favorite character in Supernatural?
Yes.
Aside from myself? Well, I played 3 characters and they're my top 3, so... Let's see, who's my favorite character? There's so many to choose from. I don't know how many of you are aware, but I host, along with Rob Benedict, a podcast. I assume you're just a fan of podcasts in general, but ours specifically is called Supernatural Then and Now. How many of you listen to that podcast? Show of hands. Okay. Well, for those of you who don't, what's wrong with you? It's free, and it's a great companion piece for the show, because we're going through every episode from the pilot forward, one at a time, reviewing it, giving out mythology and behind-the-scenes information, and we always have a cast or crew member come on for an interview. So we always get the inside dope on something interesting, and it's really a fascinating piece of bonus material to go along with each episode. So if you're not watching or listening to that, you should. We are just starting season 8 in our rewatch. So I'm going to limit my answer to your question to the first 8 episodes, or 8 seasons, because that's what I know so far. I have a lot of characters that I really, really, really like, that are major characters in the show. I'm a huge fan of Mark Pellegrino's work as Lucifer. I think he's fantastic. Having now watched the show, one of my favorite characters that it wouldn't have even been a guess for a character for me before I started the podcast, but I love Sterling K. Brown as Gordon. I think that is a super cool character, super dark, super interesting. But I had to pick one favorite. If I had to narrow it down to a favorite, well, no, I can't say that because Rob's really into Rowena, and I say nice things about Rowena. He gets really creeped out, especially because he knows we kind of did it in the library, and you know, that makes things weird. And I don't want to make things any weirder than they already are, because I don't know if I mentioned this, but Rowena and I kind of did it in the library. And so I don't want to name her as my favorite character, because Rob will think that's just because we did it in the library. And I just like that to go away. I don't want to talk about doing it in the library or shine a light on the fact that we did it. Two people who are super, super turned on by each other do it in the library. I don't think it should affect their relationship at all. I will tell you that Ruth and I have never gone back to any libraries. We don't even go to bookstores together. We just leave that whole thing. That is Rob's department now. That's not my thing. What was the question? Oh, your question was, did we do it in the library? Yes, we did it. We did it in the library. Oh no, favorite character, right. Okay. This is one of my favorite characters of the show. Now, am I biased? Yes. You'll know why when I say this character. But I truly loved this character. I truly wanted to see more of this character. But we didn't. We only saw this character very briefly. But I thought the character was super well written. And I thought the actor who played the character was phenomenal. And I would like to have seen more of Sully, the imaginary friend. I loved that character. I thought Nate Torrance, who played it, was a genius. I thought the Jenny Klein script was just magically touching. And so I'm going to say Sully is my favorite character, other than myself. Years and years ago, I was doing conventions early on, and the way it worked, we didn't have a band. We'd show up, we'd get paired with random people to do panels, and sometimes that made sense, sometimes it didn't make sense, but you did your best to, power through and do a good panel and connect with the person. Well, around the early days of conventions, a young man named Matt Cohen came into the universe. You guys know Matt Cohen. He's a handsome fella. Anyway, he came in and we started doing the karaoke thing, and Matt and I became sort of partners in crime. This is before Rob and I were doing things on stage, before Loudon Swain was part of the group. And Matt and I just sort of forged forward and built up the karaoke night, and we're doing all these things together. It was really fun. And also, Matt was like ripped and really good looking. And I went to my wife, once Matt and I started working together, it's like, man, I found this guy. He joined the circuit. He's a great guy, super nice. He's super energetic. He's down to do anything. He's just fantastic. And I said, and he's also ridiculously, good looking. I mean, he's painfully good looking. And I said, gotta show me a photo. And I dialed up a photo of Matt, and she's like, yeah, but he's not my type. And I'm like, oh, come on, whose type is Matt not? She's like, no, I'm not into gorgeous guys. Good? So that's kind of that, and to this day, she hates it that I tell that story. She's like, that's not what I mean, you know what I meant. But there's that one. I'm sure there's another one somewhere. I've got to think about that. If another one comes to me while we're talking, I'll tell another story. But for now, I'll leave you with that one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Сейчас я тут стою, пытаюсь понять, какую мне позу придумать на фотосессию с Мишей. Он будет держать в руках документы, и я думаю, может мне просто смотреть вот так на него. Или мне, не знаю, показать свою карточку. Вот, так что я не знаю, как. Или как-то так, типа, на него показать. Типа, как-то, типа, вот он, типа, смотрите на него и улыбаться в камеру. Или есть вариант, ну, например, что типа такого, что я тут руку назад и типа, как-то так. Но я не хочу сильно как-то корчить рожи, хочу, чтобы я была все-таки красивая в этом кадре. Вот, не знаю. Ну, сейчас начнется. Сейчас у меня будет моя фоточка. Класс.
Favorite movie? My favorite movie? It's gotta be it, right?
Of course, Back to the Future.
Hey! You're just clowning around. Is that a slinky? The scariest thing is that I didn't know they made those anymore. We have stairs. Can he put them down the stairs? No, he's not gonna do that. All right. I'm gonna do this while we answer this question, who's been waiting so patiently.
Next question.
Go ahead.
Who's your favorite character besides yourself from Supernatural?
I have an answer for this, but I. Oh, sorry. Who's my favorite character on Supernatural besides me? Obviously, it wasn't me. I'm gonna say, to be safe, I'm gonna say Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think that it's so hard to show up on a show for a second. Like, you know in the beginning of the Star Trek movie where Chris Hemsworth was there in the first Star Trek? He was supposed to make us fall in love with Captain Kirk because he was his dad, and we loved him so much. He just showed up at the beginning, and all of a sudden we have to know we care about this dad very much and care about his sons, and he did it so awesome. And he was very honorable. And is Jeffrey Dean Morgan behind me? Bye, guys. So great to see you. Happy Halloween. What are you dressed up as? What is this?
I'm Demon.
Demon. Very nice. For a second, it looked like Harry Potter, and I was like, is this a Harry Potter demon?
Not quite, it's more it's my normal style.
100%, you fit right in.
And if you could never watch movies again except one, which would it be?
If I could only watch one movie? Okay, I'm going to give you a list and then tell you the answer. Because obviously Back to the Future is on there, Nightmare Before Christmas is on there, Hook, Gladiator, the original Addams Family, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It's going to probably be Back to the Future. Back to the Future is the reason I do most things. It's going to suck not to watch 2 and 3, but I think that original Back to the Future is like a perfect movie. And I don't think I haven't got tired of it in 20 some odd years, so I think that's a great, yeah, Back to the Future.
It's a good choice.
Thank you so much. What would yours be? See, not so easy, huh? People just come up here, ask questions, and we've got to come up with this amazing answer.
Probably Lord of the Rings or something.
Great choice. Yeah. Lord, it's tough for the trilogy, right? Because you get one then. Would you pick the first one?
Oh, the last one. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's tough. Trilogies are tough because you have 2 other movies you can watch. But the third one is amazing. Great question. Thank you.
I have a question. I actually...
You do?
Yes, sure. Well,
Sometimes people go up there and just do jokes, so I didn't know for sure.
yeah, I try my very best. So I actually train animals for German movies. So obviously my question is, did you ever have a shoot with an animal that was funny, or do you have a favorite animal in movies?
So we had a dog on the 100 who was the cutest, and in between takes we would just, like, they told us not to distract and pet her, and it's like, yeah.
Nice joke.
Tell me not pet a dog, I am a dog. There's no way. So we did, and we got her really riled up the entire shoot, then she wouldn't listen, and we're like, sorry. So you don't see her too often because we were just petting her the whole time. And what's my favorite movie with animals in it? King Kong.
Monkey.
Jurassic Park. Those guys.
are animals. Anaconda.
Okay.
Do you mean like Back to the Future? Einstein was in there. That's the dog's name. And Copernicus. What else? Sharknado. I wanted to make a sequel to Sharknado. I know there's another one, but a different one called Hurricane-ine. And it's just hurricanes with dogs. But it's like a lovely hurricane, and you're just like, you hope it's okay.
And all the time licking your face, yeah.
Yeah, right? Just a hurricane just licking your face over and over again.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
They don't deliver them to Europe. I've got 11 pairs. Don't speak to me like I'm stupid. Although I feel a little bit stupid now. Oh, so you have the new AirPods, but you don't have the translating function because it's not legal here because you don't want to be able to understand what other people say in other languages. Wait, why would that be illegal? You all speak enough languages. So, in Europe, you don't have that feature because you're not so stupid that you need somebody to translate for you. I see. Ah, that makes sense. We, in the United States, everybody in school now is learning to speak American. And it's pretty good. Pretty goodly. We're some of the more smarter people in the world. I would say we're the more smarterest people in the world. If you look at our leadership, I think you can tell pretty clearly that we are the best. You know, when I'm traveling abroad, I only say positive things about my great leader. Because I love immigration and customs enforcement, and I love my country, and I love my president, and he's always going to be our president from now on. Because he's the best. And I really mean all of these things. And I sincerely hope they let me through the border when I go home. It has occurred to me, like, what if I just said, right, well, because you know, like, they say they're now, like, so I don't know how much you guys follow the news of America, but I'll just tell you a couple of things. We have a total sociopath in the White House who's trying to destroy the world. And he has this paramilitary arm of the government called Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. And ICE has now been funded to the tune of $175 billion. They have $175 billion to spend. And that's enough, that's bigger than any country in the world's military. And we're spending that just on deporting people. But they're not really just spending it on deporting people. They're spending it on surveilling American citizens as well. And they just bought all of this technology that allows ICE to remotely hack into people's phones and see what they're posting on social media from a distance, and to track people's location using their iPhones without their knowledge. It's like they took a page out of the book 1984. It's actually Orwellian. But I think about these things a little bit as I'm traveling. I think about the fact that ICE is now checking people's social media feeds. And I think about, like, what if I did just right before crossing back across the border, if I did post something along the lines of, fuck Trump. So we'll we'll see. I might just try it. See what happens.
Stay in Germany.
That's not so bad over here, actually. It's like a pretty good offer. Maybe I'll take you up on it. Yes, it is a little scary. I agree. But enough about this. Let's talk about happy things. Let's talk about the apocalypse. Is your boyfriend? Your boyfriend's obviously not here.
Yes.
He's here. Unmask yourself, sir. So, I have a question for you. How many episodes are you going to watch tonight? I'm waiting for an answer, sir. A lot. Yeah, I would suggest that you watch all of the episodes tonight. See if you can figure out how to watch them on double time. It'll be like, hello, Dean. Gas, get out of my ass. They'll be talking really fast. Also, sir, how do you feel about the fact that when I suggested your girlfriend give up sex, she said, that sounds good. That's not great news. Yeah, you have work to do. I see, yeah. We have work to do. What you got?
Hi. So I have been wondering, what is Kat's favorite memory of Dean?
What is Cass's favorite memory of Dean? I don't know, he has so many favorite memories. I think probably it was just one of the countless nights when he stood right next to Dean's bed. And Dean would do a little. I think that would probably be one of his favorite memories. What do you think? Do you have an opinion on the matter?
Honestly, I didn't think that much.
That's what it felt like to me too.
I didn't came prepared to answer a question as well, so.
You came with a question that was good enough. You thought you were going to get off the hook.
Yeah.
And now you're here standing in front of all these people trying to come up with an answer. It sucks, doesn't it?
But you're used to it, so.
I am used to it. Yeah, it's true. It was actually really hard for me to ask you a question just now. Think of the position that put me in. So I had to think of a question which was, I don't know, what do you think? That was really hard.
Yeah, okay, I can see that too. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyway, my recommendation is that you don't have sex.
It's a little hard to concentrate, but I will try.
Okay.
My question is actually about Charmed. I don't know if you remember.
Of course I remember. I remember every detail.
I don't think so, but I loved your role as Eric, and I loved the chemistry with Phoebe. And my question is, do you think they had potential? And if you remember, why were you just in one episode?
Because I sucked. Yeah, yes, that's why.
So much.
There are several reasons why I was only in one episode. One, I looked like I was 14 years old, and it was creepy that Phoebe was with a child. I had a squeaky voice. I was terrible. Also, it was like my first real substantial acting role on camera, and I had no idea what I was doing. That was an episode, in that episode they said, "Hey Misha, sorry you were a little blurry on that last shot because you were way off your mark." And I was like, "I'm sorry, I've met so many people today. Who's Mark?" I had no idea what I was doing. I was completely lost. And the character was one that was supposed to have an arc. I was supposed to be Phoebe's boyfriend. And after a couple of days of shooting, they're like, maybe this is just a one episode thing, I think, for this guy. But in that script, I had a kissing scene with Alyssa Milano. And it was part of the story, and we had a kissing scene. And we kissed. Me and Alyssa Milano. Mouth to mouth. And I'll say more. Tongue to tongue. Oh. Not necessary. Unnecessary tonguing going on because our lips were concealing the tongues, so there was no need for tongues to be happening there. And Alyssa, who was like the star of the show, and I was a little guest star coming on, she was like, "Oops. Sorry, I guess I sort of slipped you the tongue there." This is the person that started the Me Too movement. She tongued me on the job. By the way, we're friends. We're good friends. We were texting last night, just for the record.
Is that a lie or is it true?
The tonguing?
No, the text message yesterday.
The texting is true, and the tonguing is true. Both are true. I confronted her, so we did a pilot together years later, maybe like 3 or 4 years later, we did a pilot together, and it never got picked up, but it was a series that was going to be on ABC, and we played brother and sister. And I was like, "Hey, Alyssa," and she was like, "Hi, I'm Alyssa." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm Misha. We
Kissed.
She had no memory of our torrid love affair. She had no idea who I was. But yes, we were texting last night."
Okay. If it helps you, I loved your role as Eric, and I wish there would be more.
Well, that just tells me not to trust your taste. I had a very squeaky voice as Eric Bragg on that show, and my father-in-law watched the episode, and he said, he's Austrian, and he had a thick Austrian accent, and he said, "Misha, you got to do something about that voice." And I think that's part of why Castiel ended up sounding the way he did. Because of that comment, I was like, well, I'm never doing that again.
Well, they're two different characters, so that makes sense.
That's true. That's actually a really good point. I never thought about that. That's a really, really good point.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now, you're not going to run back and have sex with somebody, are you? No. Okay, good. Keep it up.
My name is She's So Strong.
Hello.
My question is, sorry if it's a bit lame, which of your torture scene was the least fun to do and the most fun to do?
Which of my torture scenes was least fun to do and most fun to do? Motherfucker, I can't remember my torture scenes. Can you help me? Can you guys help me remember torture scenes? The whole season was a torture scene? Okay. I remember there was like a taking out of the grace scene. You know what we would do in the torture scenes, which always drove me crazy, is they would like, we'd be always you're in a chair, right? And they lash your wrists to the chair with a rope, right? And they would just like loosely wrap a couple of loops. And it would have been the easiest thing in the world just to slide your hand out or your foot out. But we all just pretended that we were tied in, and it was not even like remotely tight ever. You know who was really good? What's his name who played Alistair? No, not Fred McLean. Christopher Heiderall. He was fantastic. And we tortured him, right? Didn't Dean torture him? Yes. That was some nice torture. That was some of my favorite torture. That was good torture. Another one, now that I mentioned torture, it's not like classic torture. It's more like BDSM. It was where I made Crowley lick the floor. That was awesome. That was my favorite. Thank you for asking that sweet question.
Thank you so much.
Hi, so my name is Amy.
Hi,
and
Amy.
my question is, if you had to go into battle armed with either a spaghetti strand or a loaf of bread, which one would you choose?
Is there an option to not go into battle at all?
No.
To be like, you know what, guys, I forgot my gun. I guess probably you would be hard pressed to find somebody that says spaghetti strand, wouldn't you?
I would.
You would take the spaghetti strand?
Yeah.
Why?
I could just strangle my enemies or tie them up or something.
So that's not how spaghetti works. You know nothing about noodles. I see why you're asking this question. You're completely confused about the noodles. Have you ever eaten pasta? It seems like maybe not. You probably are at an Italian restaurant and you're like, look at that. They're eating a bowl of ropes. Yeah, no, that's not how it works. Bread, on the other hand, if you let it get stale enough, you can really clobber somebody with it. My mother used to bake bread when I was young, and she would bake bread and didn't use enough yeast or something. I don't know, but it came out of the oven like a cinder block, like hard as a rock, and then she would let it get really stale. She would have it sit out for like 2 weeks. And then she had this special knife, which was basically not a knife, but a saw, that she would cut pieces of bread, and then she would make me a sandwich and send me to school with it. And in my middle school, we had a loft in the classroom, and we would eat lunch in the classroom, and there was this little loft, and I was eating lunch up in the loft, and my sandwich fell off the loft, and it fell on the floor. And the teacher stood up and was like, oh God, what broke? Like it's broke when it hit the floor. Like a piece of pottery smashing on the floor. So actually, bread can be quite dangerous, is the point.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the right answer, is bread. And thank you for asking such an important question. Yeah. In this time of global upheaval, on the brink of war with South America, trade wars raging all over the world. It's important that we focus on these issues at this point. Hi.
Hi. So, given the occasion, we share the same birthday.
Really?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. We're literally exactly 30 years, apart.
Can you go please sit down? Now can you lick the floor? Okay.
Yeah, my question is, do you have
Oh my god, that's fucking hurts my head. Yes, she's here somewhere, the apple girl. Someone had me sign an apple and then eat my signature.
Was it an edible pen though?
What's that?
Was the pen edible?
No, the pen was edible. I mean, it was regular indelible ink, but she ate it, so that counts as edible, right? Yeah, I don't know. Thanks for bringing that up, too. That's awesome. Thank you. I had someone bring up their used lacy underwear for me to sign. And I was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And I'm also not going to touch it. So that was a good one. Yeah. I'll think about it though. I'm sure there's more. Are you giving me the indication that I'm supposed to leave? Is that happening? No. You're not saying time is over. But we can stay for a few more hours. Do you have a better idea?
So is that the name you're going with? You have to log in, Misha.
I have to log in? This is like we're at the hospital and they're like, I'm sorry, we gotta put something on the birth certificate here, kid.
Yeah.
What's it gonna be?
Since Cass is the second dad, I don't know how that works. But Cass has got to sign the name
paperwork.
birth.
Yeah.
And Dean would be pissed if Cass chose a sucky name.
And Dean, presumably at this point, is totally out of it from the birth.
Yeah. Obviously.
He's all drugged up. He's still like, he can't make any decisions, so it's on me.
It's on you.
Okay. What?
Bobby John.
Bobby John.
Because that was the shapeshifter baby that Dean named.
I see. Anybody else have any good ideas here of a name? We could take like a straw poll. Oh, Destiel would be a good name. That's a perfect name.
Yeah, I think so too. And second name is Brownie. Right?
Destiel Brownie. Destiel Brownie Winchester. That's perfect.
Was that good enough question, Misha?
That was perfect. Thank you. I think, thank you everyone. I think we can say that this panel has been a disaster. I thank you all for weathering it, for sticking in your seats. I know it's been difficult. We'll see you in autographs right now. It's immediately, right? It's happening immediately. And then we're doing another thing after that. We're gonna be basically hanging out all night, right? Yeah. And then we have daylight savings time, so everybody actually gets an extra hour, so nobody has an excuse. And tonight, at karaoke, Sachin's gonna be like, all right, everybody, it's time to go home. And you have to remind him, no, Sachin, you have to stay for one more hour. Okay? All right, bye everyone. I'll be there.
А это то место, где после концерта выдавали фотографии. То есть нужно было найти свои фотографии, и потом, когда ты выходишь, они проверяют, чтобы действительно на фотографии была ты, что ты не забрал чей-то кадр. Ну вот и все, фотосессия закончилась, иду домой. Фотки-то хорошие получились, но я, если честно, ожидала, что они будут лучше, у меня в голове они выглядели просто вау. Просто, например, когда ты заходишь, ты не можешь выбрать, ну, где будет стоять актер, а где будешь стоять ты. И получается, что, не знаю, как-то мне поставили вот этой стороной, а эта сторона мне вообще не нравится, она не моя рабочая сторона. Вот, ну, короче, не знаю. Ну, нормально. Так, я уже в номере отеля. Вот такой вот документ хотела показать. Бейонсе. Вот. Потом нам выдавали вот такой вот конверт. Тут писался твой рейтинг или просто что, какой день ты забукинировал. Потом вот такую нам штуку давали. Это, ну, короче, это такая эмблемка, с которой нужно было ходить и показывать, что ты. Вот, и такую еще штуку прицепили. И вот мои две фотографии. Первая была вот эта. Миша и Алекс. Ой, мне все нравится. Но, блин, у меня этот второй подбородок. Надеюсь, его вижу только я. И вот вторая фотка с Мишей и с этими документами. Класс. Я в восторге. Очень-очень довольна.